Hi, my name is Jeff Basamanowicz, and I am the EMS Lieutenant with the Wellington Fire Protection District. I'm also the department's designated Infectious Control Officer. Due to the normal increase in emergency response we see every holiday season, I wanted to take a moment and share with you the steps that we're taking to protect the community and our firefighters from exposure and to prevent the spread of COVID-19. As the designated Infectious Control Officer, my role within the department is to coordinate with county health officials and our partners at UC Health. I also monitor our staff's health, which includes requiring daily health screenings and temperature checks that our crews are logging electronically. Working with our EMS division captain and the battalion chiefs, I also implement protective measures and training for our staff members on those changes. Finally, I stay up to date with current public health information from the Colorado Department of Public Health and Environment and the CDC. Most of our protective safety measures were already in place prior to the pandemic, but starting in March, we began to improve and implement new procedures to align with the CDC recommendations for COVID-19. This includes limiting the number of responders entering people's homes on medical calls. This is to protect firefighters, but more importantly, to protect patients and community members. In June, we began using this vehicle behind me, which is designed to provide ALS level of care while limiting the number of responders on medical calls. When responding to medical calls, you will see that our firefighters are wearing new personal protective gear, or PPE, in addition to the normal gloves and eye protection that were worn prior to the pandemic. This new PPE includes shoe coverings, disposable gowns, level C protective coveralls, N95 masks, or P100 respirators. And this may vary from call to call depending on the situation. Similar to what firefighters do after responding to a structure fire, after every medical call, crews will go through a decontamination process before getting back into the fire engine. This includes the use of antiviral cleaning agents. Any PPE worn on a medical call is then placed into a bag for disposal or washed before the next medical call. Crew members will then use alcohol-based hand sanitizer to clean their hands. After returning to the fire station, crew members will then wash their hands with soap and warm water, change their uniforms if needed, and remove their work boots prior to returning to the living quarters. In addition to how we respond to medical calls, we have also implemented changes in our station life and daily cleaning measures. This includes the use of a sprayer with antiviral cleaning solutions to disinfect common areas and the apparatus prior to a new shift coming on. Firefighters are also decontaminating touch surfaces and shared equipment such as headsets, radios, and SCBA regulators. Much like we are limiting the number of people responding to medical calls, we are also limiting the number of people inside our stations. To do this, we have reduced the number of hours our administration building is open, and our administration staff is encouraged to work from home as much as possible. From virtual story times and station tours to birthday parties, we're changing the way we do community events and public education. We also continue to work on updating our facilities with automated touch-free hand soap and paper towel dispensers before we open to the public again. These are just a few changes we've implemented to ensure that we're doing our part to protect our firefighters. More importantly, you, our community.